Forget everything you think you know about crypto. Seriously, the old game of just buying and holding on for dear life, it's over. We are standing on the edge of a financial revolution where artificial intelligence isn't just some buzzword, it's the engine sparking the next crypto boom. I'm going to show you how the fusion of AI and real world assets is finally solving crypto's biggest problems and creating wealth opportunities most investors just don't see coming. For years, crypto's promise was world changing, but the reality felt more like a brutal roller coaster of pure speculation. We had epic bull runs, sure, but they were fueled by hype. And we also had devastating crashes that vaporized fortunes overnight. The problem was always the same. Crypto was a digital island disconnected from the real world. It was clunky, lacked real world value, and was so volatile that big money institutions stayed on the sidelines. It was a brilliant technology in search of a killer use case that could finally build a bridge to the global economy. A lot of people thought crypto had hit its ceiling. A cool experiment, maybe, but destined to be a niche for digital gold bugs and degens chasing 100x gains on meme coins. But what if that was just phase one? What if the chaos and the speculation were just the messy birth of a whole new financial system? Because right now, something is changing. The tech is finally catching up to the vision. Two of the most powerful forces on the planet, AI and blockchain, are converging. This isn't just an update, it's a total rewrite. This is the moment crypto grows up and starts rewiring the global financial system from the ground up. This convergence is fixing the very things that held crypto back, and in the process, building the foundation for a boom that will make the last bull run look like a dress rehearsal. So, what really happens when you smash together the two most disruptive technologies of our time? You get a new breed of financial system, one with the blockchain's trust and transparency, but with the brain and speed of AI. Think of it this way. For a decade, the blockchain has been a perfect, incorruptible library. It stored information flawlessly, but it couldn't actually read the books. It was a passive vault. AI is the super intelligent librarian we've been waiting for. It's a brain that plugs directly into the blockchain's nervous system, turning that passive ledger into an active, intelligent network. AI can analyze every transaction, interpret every smart contract, and scan the entire ecosystem in real time. It can predict, automate, and secure the network with a sophistication humans can't possibly match. This creates a powerful partnership. AI makes the blockchain smarter and safer, and the blockchain gives AI a secure and decentralized playground to operate on, preventing any single corporation or government from getting a stranglehold on the world's most powerful intelligence. This isn't some sci fi fantasy. It's happening now in three key areas. First, AI is turning smart contracts from simple if then scripts into dynamic self optimizing agreements. Second, it's revolutionizing security by using predictive analytics to spot and neutralize threats before they happen. And third, it's unlocking data driven investing with automated strategies that are light years ahead of anything in traditional finance. This is the heart of the new crypto boom, intelligence meeting immutability. So, how does this work in the real world? Let's look at the first pillar, decentralized finance, or DeFi. DeFi was crypto's first real killer app, promising banking without the banks. But let's be honest, early DeFi was the Wild West. It was clunky, risky, and way too complicated for your average person. This is where AI is coming in to build a DeFi 2.0 that's not just patched up, but rebuilt to be smarter and more secure. First up, data. DeFi smart contracts need external data called oracles to know what's happening in the real world, like the price of Ethereum. If that data is wrong, the whole system breaks. AI is creating hyper intelligent oracles that don't just grab one price point, they analyze hundreds of sources, cross reference them, and use machine learning to spot anomalies. This ensures the data flowing into these multi billion-dollar protocols is rock solid. Next, predictive analytics are being used to forecast market movements, predict where liquidity is going, and manage risk on the fly. Imagine decentralized exchanges that use AI to dynamically adjust trading fees or optimize liquidity pools, giving you better returns and less slippage. This isn't just a bot replacing a human, it's about building financial markets that are self healing and orders of magnitude more efficient. And maybe the biggest game changer, AI is tackling DeFi's security nightmare. Billions have been lost to hacks. AI powered security acts like an immune system for the blockchain, constantly scanning for patterns that look like an attack. It can spot sophisticated exploits and fraudulent transactions in real time, often flagging and neutralizing threats before they can do any damage, making DeFi a much safer place for serious capital. This isn't just a dream, it's being built by some of the most ambitious projects out there. Until recently, three of the biggest names in AI crypto, Fetch.ai, SingularityNet, and Ocean Protocol, had joined forces to create the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, ASI. The goal was to build a decentralized AI to challenge the dominance of big tech. However, in a recent shakeup in October 2025, Ocean Protocol announced its withdrawal from the alliance to pursue its own path. Despite this, the collaboration between Fetch.ai and SingularityNet continues under the ASI banner, representing a formidable effort to create a decentralized AI ecosystem. Projects like these are building the foundational tools that will power a new generation of AI-infused applications, creating a more stable and trustworthy DeFi. If you're starting to see just how massive this opportunity is and you want to stay ahead, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. We break these trends down every single week. And let me know in the comments, which AI crypto project are you most bullish on? But AI's impact isn't just about making digital money smarter. The next and arguably much bigger piece of the puzzle is how AI and blockchain are pulling the trillion-dollar world of physical assets on-chain. This is the world of real-world assets, or RWAs, and it's the bridge connecting crypto's digital island to the vast continent of the global economy. Think about it. The world's biggest asset classes, commercial real estate, fine art, private equity, are notoriously illiquid. These markets are worth hundreds of trillions, but they're slow and walled off from the average investor. Buying a piece of an office building is a nightmare of paperwork, lawyers, and middlemen. Blockchain solves this through tokenization. Tokenization converts ownership of a real-world asset into a digital token. Suddenly, that illiquid office building can be split into 1 million digital shares that trade 24/7 on a global market. This creates massive liquidity and fractional ownership, tearing down the old barriers. It's a revolutionary idea, but the complexity of valuing and managing these assets held it back. This is where AI steps in as the catalyst. AI is the engine that makes RWA tokenization finally work at scale. For valuation, AI models analyze millions of data points, market trends, rental income, credit risk, to provide dynamic and transparent prices for these unique assets. Then there's management. Once an asset is tokenized, AI-powered smart contracts can handle the administrative mess. Imagine rental income being automatically distributed to thousands of token holders, with all compliance and tax reporting handled seamlessly by an AI agent. This automation slashes overhead and makes these investments more profitable and secure. The market is already exploding. Projections for the tokenized real-world asset market are forecasting it could reach between 3.5 trillion and 10 trillion by 2030, with some bullish estimates going as high as $16 trillion. We've seen tokenized US Treasuries surge, growing from around $770 million at the start of 2024 to over $8 billion by October 2025. Big players like BlackRock and Goldman Sachs are no longer just kicking the tires. They are actively building strategies around RWA tokenization. This is how crypto stops being magic internet money and becomes the system for trading everything of value anchored to tangible real-world value that even the biggest skeptics can't ignore. So, we've got smarter digital finance and real-world assets on-chain. But how does it all connect into one seamless global system? The third pillar is the AI-enhanced infrastructure that makes this new economy possible. The old crypto world was fragmented. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, they were like separate countries that didn't speak the same language. It was inefficient and expensive. Now, a new generation of AI supercharged infrastructure is creating the connective tissue. Interoperability protocols like Polkadot and Cosmos act as universal translators, letting different blockchains talk to each other. AI helps here by optimizing the routes for cross-chain transactions, finding the cheapest and fastest path for value to move across the network. At the same time, layer 2 scaling solutions like Arbitrum and Optimism act as express lanes for Ethereum, bundling thousands of transactions to slash fees and boost speed. This is what finally makes crypto usable for everyday things. AI's role is to manage this traffic, predicting congestion and ensuring the network runs smoothly. Powering all of this are stablecoins and the rise of central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. The on-chain settlement volume of stablecoins has already blown past that of payment giants like Visa and MasterCard. As 134 countries are now exploring or piloting CBDCs, AI will be essential for managing monetary policy and security for these new forms of digital cash. Finally, This entire system is being legitimized by real regulatory progress. The passage of landmark US legislation like the Genius Act in July 2025 is providing clear rules for stablecoins and digital assets. This regulatory clarity is the green light institutional players were waiting for. We're seeing giants like MasterCard build out their own private blockchain, the multi token network, MTN, and partner with crypto firms like Ondo Finance to bring tokenized US treasuries onto their platform. This isn't crypto fighting the system anymore. This is the system adopting crypto's technology, creating a robust foundation for the next boom. Okay, this all sounds revolutionary, but let's get to the real question. How do you, the investor, actually capitalize on this? This is where you need to pay close attention because understanding this shift is what separates those who ride the next wave of wealth from those left wondering what just happened. FOMO without knowledge is just gambling. What we're talking about is strategic positioning. The real opportunity isn't about finding the next dog coin that does a 100x before crashing to zero. The sustainable wealth will come from investing in the foundational pillars of this new AI powered financial system. First, the AI infrastructure projects. These are the picks and shovels of this gold rush. Think of projects like Bittenser, TAO, which is building a decentralized network for machine learning models, or Render, RNDR, a decentralized GPU network providing the raw computing power needed to train AI. And of course, the projects in the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance like Fetch.ai, FET, which are building the protocols for autonomous AI agents. Investing here is a bet on the entire ecosystem's growth. Second, the real world asset, RWA, tokenization platforms. These are the companies building the digital stock exchanges of the future. The growth in tokenized treasuries has been astronomical, and this sector represents the single biggest flow of new value into crypto in its entire history. Getting in on the right platforms will be like investing in the New York Stock Exchange in its early days. Third, AI enhanced dApps. These are the apps that millions of people will actually use. Imagine an AI powered wealth management app that builds you a personalized portfolio of tokenized assets, or decentralized games where the NPCs are powered by advanced AI, creating truly unpredictable experiences. The value here will be created at the application layer, where AI delivers a user experience that's simply better than anything that came before it. And finally, don't forget the blue chips, Bitcoin and Ethereum. In this new world, Bitcoin is cementing its role as the ultimate decentralized collateral, the reserve asset for the entire digital economy. As trillions in tokenized assets come on chain, the demand for a neutral store of value will only grow. Ethereum and other smart contract platforms like Near are the settlement layers where all this activity happens. Every tokenized asset, every DeFi transaction, and every AI-powered contract consumes gas, driving demand for the native token. The growth of this AI crypto ecosystem is a massive tailwind for these foundational assets, pushing them to new heights. We are at a historic turning point. The era of crypto as a speculative digital island is over. The narrative has fundamentally changed. We are seeing the birth of a smarter, more inclusive financial system built on the fusion of AI and blockchain. This is about more than just another bull run. This is a complete rewiring of how value is created and exchanged on a global scale. We've seen how AI is making DeFi more secure, how tokenizing real-world assets is bringing trillions of dollars on-chain, and how new infrastructure is preparing the system for global adoption. For the smart investor, this isn't a time for blind speculation, it's a time for understanding. The real wealth will come from investing in the core building blocks of this new economy, the AI infrastructure, the RWA platforms, the killer dApps, and the foundational layers like Bitcoin and Ethereum that hold it all together. The smart money is already moving. The institutions are here. The technology is finally ready. The only question left is, will you be a part of it? If you found this breakdown valuable, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and share this with someone who needs to see what's coming. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.